Hello there, everybody. What Culture Wrestling's Adam Clery here, and I know, sick new fade, Mr. Tilly's Newcastle. Check them out. We made it though. We all made it, despite WWE's best efforts in terms of the booking, the card, the storyline, the matches, and some of us speaking out yet again in public about the Saudi Arabian government. We all made it. We all survived Super Showdown, and we're here, and we're ready to do it all again. And do it all again we will, because pretty much every match we have to look forward to at the upcoming Stomping Grounds, it's called, is pretty much what we've already had on other shows already this year, either on previous pay-per-views, on television, or just stuff we've seen before. Except this time, it's dead exciting, isn't it? Because there's steel cages, and we don't know who one of the referees are yet. Yes. But do pardon all my cynicism, because WWE are not stupid. We hope they must recognize that the way things are going, this is a free hit of a pay-per-view for them. Nobody's expecting anything, so they've got a chance to pull out a really entertaining night, really give people something to talk about and claw back some much-needed positivity for 2019. And if the rumors are anything to go by, they're gonna try. You all know the drill by now. I have scoured the depths of the internet so you don't have to, and picked out all the rumblings, the chatter, the talk, the whispers, the hearsay, and everything about the upcoming WWE pay-per-view. So without further ado, my name is Adam Clery. This is the Wrestling Rumours Advisory Board, and these are all the last-minute Stomping Ground rumors you need to know. Number 8, Brock Lesnar will try to cash in. There are two universal constants in the world of last-minute rumors, and they are A, that wrestler you really like could finally return from injury at this show, and that B, the Money in the Bank briefcase holder will at long last be cashing in. Now, yes, 9 times out of 10 these things don't come true, but they do persist in the rumor sphere because they are part of ongoing discussions. We tend to hear that WWE are thinking about doing this because, well, they are thinking about doing this. Currently sat on the biggest, silliest horse on this particular carousel is a Mr. B. Lesnar, who has been teasing in his cash in pretty much every single night since he won the thing. Now, logic does tell us that he's probably the only real viable next holder of that belt because of Vince McMahon, but it does seem too soon. It doesn't seem like the right time. However, the real source of this rumor is not because it makes sense from a booking perspective, but because WWE look like they're prepared to hit the panic button on this pay-per-view. They know the ticket sales are not good. They have seen the network ratings beginning to slide. They want to do something that's gonna get people talking, and, well, this would be it.
I see what you're doing, just putting try in the front of it just to cover your own back. I'm on to you, Clerg.
Is Brock Lesnar here, or isn't he? Who knows? It's Stomping Ground. Of course he isn't bloody here, you idiot.
Nah, he's going to be on a farm in Minnesota living Jerry Lawler's best life. Oh wait, sorry, I forgot. Sable isn't 19.
Number 7, Brock Lesnar will be the special guest referee. Yes, the other big Brock-shaped rumor in all of this is that his involvement in the night will start well before any rumored or potential cash-in attempts, and he will in fact be the special guest referee in the Universal Championship match in order to drum up some interest in it. And if you sat there thinking, why would Baron Corbin pick the one man who could completely steal his thunder and also his title on the greatest night of his life as a special guest referee, then, well, welcome to the world of WWE creative booking. Are you new? I mean, commentary would pitch it as, what a genius move by Baron Corbin. He's picked the one man who hates Seth Rollins more than he does, while we're all sat at home going like, no, this is stupid. But regardless, Brock is a huge name, and it would work in getting people interested, I guess.
Doesn't really matter, whoever's going to be the ref is just going to get burnt down, innit?
Well, is Brock Lesnar here, or isn't he? Who knows? It's Stomping Grounds. Of course he's not going to bloody be there, you idiot.
WrestleMania 3, the immovable force meets the irresistible object. WrestleMania 18, Icon versus Icon. Stomping Grounds. Who the bloody ref's gonna be?
Number 6, Bray Wyatt returns to the ring. For everything you might have read about Bray Wyatt making his long-awaited in-ring return on Monday Night Raw, simply just take all that, cross out the word Raw and write Battleground above that. And then obviously cross that out and write Stomping Grounds above that, because that's the actual name of this show. The chatter for all of this was because the Firefly Funhouse segments were coming to an end. He was then going to segue back into in-ring competition. Now, sadly, that didn't happen, or at least the second part of it didn't happen. The first part was true. They have finished. We know he's only recorded 8, so they are done now, but he didn't get into the ring on Monday Night Raw. But the timing just seems too perfect, doesn't it? You have this long build, week on week on week on week of these segments, one after another, and you've done a set amount, and then immediately after that's finished, there is a pay-per-view, so, don't exactly know where you'd put him in the card. The special guest referee slot seems a bit of a stretch, but there are a lot of feuds that are naturally coming to an end and just do seem to fit the idea of somebody coming in to make their presence felt or leave their mark or whatever cliche Michael Cole's going to want to use. Don't rule it out.
Look, Clery, you said this last time, and look how that worked out for you.
Ooh, I don't know. What do you think, drawing of Ric Flair with Simon Miller's face? No bloody chance.
Could it be? Oh my, it is! It's the Fiend! It's Fiend time! Yes, that's gonna be fucking rude, isn't it?
Number 5, Shayna Baszler debuts as the Universal Championship special guest referee. Really? Alright, so just hear me out with this one, okay? Every now and then when I'm scouring all the forums and the websites and the news sites and Twitter and everything, looking for stuff to put in this, one or two come up that you just think, that would be funny, but I'm not going to put that in because people will be like, that is ridiculous. Don't do it. And last time I did this and I didn't put it in, it was Brock Lesnar will win Money in the Bank. We thought that was too ridiculous. And I was going to leave this one out as a result, but just when I really read it, it kind of makes sense. So I'll just lay out a couple of facts on this one for you and you can make your own mind up, right? Becky Lynch badly needs to move on from the Lacey Evans feud. Becky Lynch also keeps doing these weird backstage segments with Seth Rollins where she's like looking him up and down and ooh, there's his arse, and we get at WWE, they are boning. Shayna Baszler should have moved up from NXT months ago, and there is something of a perfect storm there. The premise goes thusly that Baszler is, for whatever reason, unveiled as the special guest referee, then something happens with her and Rollins, either she costs him the title or just Brock beats him up with her afterwards, and Becky comes down, makes a save, and that sets you up for Baszler versus Lynch at SummerSlam. Oh, and just quickly before I throw to the boys on this one, yes, she is the current NXT champion, and that does tend to put a bit of a spanner in it, but they've done that before. They've had people contest NXT title matches. Kevin Owens, I think, a couple of years ago, right before doing a big pay-per-view. Ricochet and Aleister Black were on TakeOver right before WrestleMania. They don't really care about that sort of thing. Like, Triple H could be sat there going, I don't know, Dad, if you want to use her at SummerSlam, she might be a bit tired. And Vince will just be like, why?
He's just playing goddamn eeny, meeny, miny, mo at the minute, isn't he?
You will book anything to make Becky Lynch single again, won't you?
I mean, you laugh, but it would actually literally be the best main roster debut of the year.
Number 4, Sheamus Returns. Yes, another one to cheekily file away in the special guest referee category, and with Cesaro now balls deep in his own underwhelming half-hearted singles push that we've been waiting years for him to get, the stage is set for Sheamus to come back and get one of his own. Just going to quickly go over this one. Yes, we've not seen him since April. Yes, there has been some talk that injuries were going to force him to retire, but other superstars have played that down, and if you follow him on social media, like I do, he reckons he is in the best shape of his life. We don't know precisely when he's meant to be back, precisely what shape he is in, but surely he's in good enough nick to do like one bro kick and count the 3. That's a nice way to ease him back in and remind people that he exists. Personally rate this one as a bit unlikely, but hell, it's an option that's open to them, and you imagine he would be up for it.
Down with this sort of thing.
They don't just set the bar, they send me to it to get through these god-awful pay-per-views.
Need a ref? Well, why don't you call 1-800, use a professional referee. There are lots of professional referees.
Number 3, everybody retains again. Right, so since WrestleMania 35, virtually nothing of any major significance has happened in a championship match in WWE on a pay-per-view. Like, what have we had? Becky Lynch dropped one of her titles indirectly to Bayley, and then Joe and Mysterio have traded the United States title. That's it. Neither Money in the Bank nor Super Showdown offered us anything remotely interesting in any of the title pictures, and Stomping Grounds now feels exactly the same because the majority of the card is just rematches or rehashes or just stuff we've seen before. Like Kofi and Dolph and Rollins and Corbin, we got at Super Showdown. Lynch and Evans, we got at Money in the Bank. And even like other stuff. Drew versus Roman, WrestleMania, Bayley versus Bliss. We've seen it a million times. I don't want to be totally down on all of this because this post-WrestleMania malaise does sort of feel like it's coming to an end, and hopefully this is the end of all these storylines, which are effectively just holding patterns until we get to SummerSlam season. But all the rumours are that just nothing of any consequence is going to happen here. Again, none of the titles are going to change hands. We're going to get no major developments, and that sucks.
He's finally gonna get a rumour right! Way to go, Clery!
Come on, it's WWE. There's always going to be banter.
Who gives a toss about this pay-per-view? I'd rather watch Michael Cole.
Number 2, Shane McMahon won't have a match. What's that, Adam? Shane McMahon won't have a match. So what? Who cares if Shane McMahon, a 49-year-old father of 3 who's not even a wrestler anyway, who cares if he doesn't have a match? Who cares if a minority shareholder in the company, not even a proper wrestler, is not on a card for a C-level pay-per-view? Why is that interesting? Who cares? Well, dear viewer, first of all, not really sure how I feel about you thinking you're on first name terms, bit overfamiliar for my liking, but secondly, that is interesting because it would be the first time in 2019 he was not on a show. Just gonna quickly run through all those for you. The Royal Rumble, he was in that tag title match, wasn't he? Then the Elimination Chamber, we had another tag title match with The Miz. Then at Fastlane again, they had another one. Then WrestleMania, Falls counted anywhere, didn't they? That one was good. Money in the Bank, he had the steel cage match. That was really scary. And then Super Showdown, he handed Reigns his first major L since the whole leukemia thing. The guy is on a streak. The man has featured on virtually every single WWE broadcast and is undefeated on TV and pay-per-view since March. Nobody is getting a push like Shane McMahon at the minute, so him being left off this show is, I'm sorry, that's newsworthy. He's their top guy.
Don't do it, Shane. I've got good vibes. Don't make me take the hat off.
Who wants to see my Shane McMahon impression? What time does the match start?
Good!
Number 1, there's going to be hell on. Not really a rumour, this one, I'll level with you, but this is it, isn't it? Surely this has got to be it. Like the creative decline, the sliding, plummeting ratings, all-time lows, shocking viewing figures, and now this pay-per-view, which nobody's really that interested in, which is not selling any tickets, and nothing major is going to happen at. Surely this is it. Barring an improbably entertaining evening, which I don't rule out, by the way, because this incredibly talented roster is perfectly capable of undoing their bad booking with their in-ring work. Barring any of that happening, this is going to be surely one of the lowest points in the company's history. They have, across 5 hours of television every week, built virtually nothing that anybody is that interested in seeing. There are some great spots on television. There are some great reasons to watch WWE, but none of them are leading into exciting feuds and exciting promos. And when all is said and done, when they see the viewing figures, when they see the ticket sales, when they see the response this gets, something has to give. So yes, not really a rumor, but fans are leaving the company in their droves. Talent are desperate to get out the door behind them. So whatever happens at this show, surely somebody's got to sit Vince down, whether it's Triple H, the executives, the shareholders, the people from the TV networks, I don't care who it is, some harsh truths have to be discussed and then just fix it. So there's your rumour. My rumour for this, my number 1 rumour for Stomping Grounds is that things cannot possibly get any worse than Stomping Grounds.
About the state of WWE these days, this.
Who cares? Saudi money, baby!
Do you think when Michael Cole he says, that is vintage Cole, when he busts a nut?
So there you have it. Those are all the last minute rumours for Stomping Grounds. That, you know, the drill, me read, then type, publish, goes on the internet, then I just do the thing, put it in, then record it there and you watch it, and then we'll just have a great time, don't we? All the last minute rumours, and of course that one bit at the end that I just had to get off my chest. Anyway, let us know what you made of it all in the comments below, and of course don't forget to like, share and subscribe. But in the meantime, thank you so much for watching. I have a course, but Adam Clery speaking really fast because this room is so hot. I'll see you soon.